Welcome to the PROCAS Expense User Training Series. In this video, we'll go over how to add business expenses that are not subject to per diem rates. The government requires that business expenses are supported with some type of documentation, such as a purchase receipt. Receipts typically contain most of the information needed to record the details of your purchases. Remember, each receipt should have its own receipt header entry, and each item on the receipt should have its own line of detail. That way, the total for each entry will correspond to a total on a physical receipt. To add an expense, click Add Expense. Let's assume that we went to FedEx office to ship a document to a client. While we were there, we also picked up a printer cartridge for the office and some supplies for personal use. Let's also assume that we paid for it using the company credit card. In the receipt header, we've recorded that we made a purchase at FedEx office, we paid by company credit card, the receipt is dated January 14th, we've attached an electronic copy of the receipt, and we used the company Visa. So now, let's click Save and Add Edit Details. We'll start by recording the shipping cost. Select Postage from the Type drop-down list and click Search. Since this document is for our Air Force project, we'll click Use next to the USAF Phase 2 charge code. Type the postage amount in the pre-tax amount box. Type a description of the expense in the description box if necessary. Now let's record the ink cartridge that we purchased for the office. Since this is a different expense, we need to select the appropriate expense type from the drop-down list. Let's pick Office Supplies and click Search. Again, click Use next to the charge code. Type in the pre-tax amount and the portion of the tax related to the ink cartridge in the tax amount field. Finally, we need to record the supplies purchased for personal use. We only need to record this because it was paid by the company. If we paid FedEx office personally, this next step would not be necessary. Since it was a personal expense, we should choose Personal Expense Paid by Company as the expense type and click Search. There should only be one option, so click Use, type the date, the pre-tax amount, and the remaining associated tax amount. The personal expense paid by the company will be deducted from the amount due to you. When you are finished, click Save and View Expense Report. A section has been added to your expense report with the charge code, date, pre-tax, tax, and total amount. Any description information that you've recorded will also be displayed. Since the only thing on this expense report is a company-paid purchase, you'll see that the expense report shows that you owe the company $5.83 for the non-business purchase. We've covered recording non-per diem expenses. For step-by-step instructions or using all of the features, you can download the PROCAS Expense User Instructions from the Help link by clicking Downloads. Click on a link to start another training video, or see our other PROCAS Time and Expense training videos, which cover the basics for using the system.